Here we are back again, and let's talk about. I love talking about the idea of compounding progress. You can compound progress in so many areas. You can compound progress if you're talking about dating. And the compound progress is, let's say you want to be an amazing social skills person. You want to be good at talking with people. So if you get out every single day, it compounds because most people don't get out every single day. So if you're getting out every single day, the people who are around you aren't going to be as socially savvy as you are. You could do it that way. You can take it a different way. You can take it where, if you're looking at business, if you work on your business every single day, most people don't work on their business every single day. But by doing that, what you're doing is you're separating yourself. You're creating and conveying someone who is an authority figure by creating content every single day. Here's an example of somebody who creates content every single day, and he's in the fitness niche. His name is Brian Mark. He coaches fitness coaches, and every single day he posts at least 3 times. So he separates himself from all the other people around him just because of his consistency. And this is a topic that I love coming back to over and over again because of the power behind it. Most people are not consistent in what they do. They won't do it every single day, but I am. And hopefully, watching this, you may think, well, maybe I should be consistent and do whatever it is that you want to do every single day. So that's something to keep in mind. And having some kind of set schedule and whatever it is that you want to do, almost like a regiment, almost military like, where you go, at this point in time I'm doing this point in time I'm doing this. And the more you can narrow down on it and figure out, this is exactly what I want to do today, this is exactly the time I want to spend on this, and you do it and you hammer it out, you're going to have so much progress. And it compounds. It can compound in so many ways. And another thing I talk about is social circle. You can have social circles in different areas. And if you see the same people, all right, let's just take for an example today, a bar. And like I said, you don't have to go to a bar that's jam-packed and it's deafening. But if it is very loud, you can always wear clear earplugs. And I've done that, and I've talked with people. I went home with a girl and I had earplugs on in the bar. People don't even usually notice. Some do, but it's very rare. And most of the time people don't even care. So what I do is the best thing you can do with a bar is you go there as early as possible. If it's some place that you like, and it can be a lounge place, it could be a high-end bar. There's pros and cons to everything. Like, let's say it's a high-end bar where there's hundreds and hundreds of people go. Let's say it's 3 bars in one of those huge places. You want to go there as early as you can. If you go there as early as you can talk to the people who are working there. You can get to know them. You can be nice to them. You can tip them. And people aren't doing this. So you're already setting yourself above everybody else. You want to stay there for a long period of time. And you don't want to be that guy that's going up and running up the girls, blah, 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 blah. You want to be more of a relaxed person. And if you're relaxed, you're calm, and you're almost carefree, that's the best attitude to have. Almost, I think it's called lackadaisical, or almost aloof, a little bit aloof. That's the best mindset to have, to be a little bit aloof, but also take it as, it's a skill set. Like, social skills are a skill set. So go in there, introduce yourself to the people in there, and spend some time relaxing. And like I said, if you can pick a bar or a place where there is a lot of games, it can be so easy to relax and get to know people. And it's very low pressure. It's so low pressure. If you're meeting girls or if you're making friends, the most of the time you want it to be very low pressure, because people are going to feel comfortable. And if people feel comfortable around you, they're going to like you more. And then as the night progresses, depending on your schedule, let's say your super packed schedule is full and you don't have any time to hardly get out, you can still get out. You can get out for 30 minutes if you want to. You could get out all night. It just depends on what your goals are, how good you want to become in this area, and how much you want to keep doing it. So, but I think every day is the best thing you can do. And it doesn't even have to be a bar. It could be like a grocery store, or, walking around, you know what I think I might need this today, and go and you pick up something. Or paying your bills. If you can go in person and pay your bills, like I said before, it's going to be a more social kind of atmosphere. You're not going to be that guy that is all alone in his house all day long. There's dating apps too, and the ones that I've found that have actual people on them that works, where you can actually talk to women, are Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, Facebook in America. Those are the ones. And I don't use any other ones other than those. If you want to meet people and you want to hang out with people, those are the best ones. So what you do is, well, there's several things, and I'm not going to go over every single thing in this video because I have specific things that I talk in other places, and other paid courses, where I go exactly into what I do and I give exact details. But here I'm not going into that. I'm going to go over brush strokes of what I do. And basically, you need good pics. I'm not going to go exactly into detail of everything that you need, but you do need good pictures. You need to have good messages. The messages that you have need to make sense. The bio, I don't think it's as important as everybody says it is. Sometimes it's, depending on the girl, it might be a little bit more important or not. But I've had very simple bios that do very good if you're talking about dating apps. And that's consistency too. And that's basically not only the theme for today, it is today's theme, but also the theme for the whole 30-day challenge. I think consistency is actually more important than intelligence. And I had a small chat with ChatGPT about IQ and consistency. And the conversation, it basically said, you could be really intelligent, you could have all these degrees, you could be extremely smart, but how consistent are you in the work that you do? How consistent are you in doing whatever it is that you want to accomplish? So there's people who are extremely intelligent. Their IQs are what they say is unbelievable, but they have no work ethic. So how can you succeed if you don't have a work ethic? How can you be a big success in this world if you don't work on anything at all? So that's key, is to, whatever, everybody has things that hold them back in life that are out of their control. But what you can control, you should push it as far as you can to its limit, in a healthy way. Not in a way that is destructive, but in a healthy way. And balance things. So even like the idea of these guys say, oh, you're a simp, you're being nice to people, you're being really, you're treating them good. That's not what a simp, okay, a simp is overly nice. They're overly, just everything is just over the top fake. Okay, that's this angle. You want to be a little bit balanced, where you can give compliments. You can say, I really like this about you. And it can be even something that's vague too, if you're telling somebody you like something. But going over the top, where every single thing that you do is just like, here's a bunch of flowers for you, here's this for you, it's like cringy. And that's what they call a simp. Many years ago, they called that an AFC, but they call that a simp now. And then on the other angle side is you're rude to everybody. If you're like, you up to people and you're just like, every person you talk to, you're just like, ew. You want to have a balance. So you could be like, you cross your arms when you're talking to someone for a little bit. Especially if they're not like extremely receptive to you, you don't have to be like super, super nice with your body language. Or you could be super nice with how you're talking, but maybe your arms are crossed. And what that portrays is something interesting, because you're having two conflicting areas where you're being a little bit nice, like you're saying something really nice, but then your arms are crossed with your body language. And that can be interesting too. It's even with the volume too. I could talk really loud like this when I'm talking to somebody. You're going to talk louder like that in a bar. You wouldn't talk like that at a grocery store. But then you can change the volume levels. You can change the volume levels on a podcast too, where I'm just basically whispering. And it keeps attention so much more. And then you can change the volume some more. And you can do that with people too. Like even if you're in a car, so you're in a car driving around, you could change the volume a little bit. And I wouldn't yell in a car or raise my voice, but maybe on a podcast I would, to keep people's attention. Maybe I'd speak very loud and I'd speak very eccentric and I'd do something that's a little bit off the wall like this to keep your attention. But in a normal situation, like if I'm at a grocery store or if I'm at some kind of event that's like there's just a few people there, or if I'm at a bar where there's like 4 or 5 people there, why would I want to be like that? You wouldn't. So that's also having the ability to adapt. People that can adapt to different scenarios, different situations are the ones that are the most successful. We are an adaptive species. And AI is so powerful right now that if you're not adapting with that, and you're not using it in what you do every day, especially in your business, you're going to be left behind in the next year even. Because there are support agents out that are, you get on the phone and you call them and then they call you back and it's AI talking with you, and it can lead you through and figure out answers to, not always, but often, a problem that you have because of how powerful it is. So it will only increase in its power over time. So if you're not using that, you're missing out. At least ChatGPT 4 is one of the best things you can do. You can use that every single day in so many ways. So that's what I use. And I use that to schedule. You can use that to schedule your day out every day. You can say, oh, this I'm working on this. I need this. What do you think is the best thing for this scenario? It will help you out. It will help you schedule things. And it will say, oh, maybe you can fix this, blah, blah, blah. And now it's even starting to remember stuff. It couldn't even remember. AI couldn't even remember stuff even a few months ago, but ChatGPT can remember a lot of stuff now. And that's something you got to be using every day, because it can help you grow your business. It can help you in dating. Just as I can help you in dating, I'm giving you this information, which is one of the most powerful things you can receive, is knowledge, which you're receiving from me. You take knowledge that you're receiving from me and you take AI and you use that and you post on social media, you're unstoppable.